Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate your trading and investing with AI workflows. Let's check it out. So here we are on the Blue Dot Fund homepage, and I'm going to go over to the menu here and click Flows. So I've created a few different flows that we can look at. So we'll start out with Watchlist Report. So you can just click on this, and we can see this is a prompt that is scheduled to run on a daily schedule. So you can see it runs every day of the week, and it's going to run this prompt, and we're basically fetching data for a bunch of tickers that I'm watching. So we have all these different tickers, and I say get the 1 week and the 1 month growth for all the tickers, then create a nice email report with color-coded tables, one for each asset class, displaying all the stats for each asset, and summarize key insights at the end and send me an email immediately. So this will run every morning, and the result of it will be saved to my account, and then there will be an email sent out. So if we go back to my main page and then look at my chats, you can see here this watch list report from today. So this was created automatically this morning. So I can go up, I see the prompt here, and then we can see the charts for the data that it pulled. So we can see the 1 week and the 1 month growth for all of the stocks in the list. And then we see email sent successfully to the current user. So then if I go over here to my email, and then I go to, where is it? Yeah, so multi-week, 1 month performance. So we can see here is the dashboard that was created. So we have crypto, we can see 1 week, 1 month. We have a breakdown by asset class, just like we asked for. We've got our fixed income, commodities, currency, and then our key insights at the end. So you can essentially create any style, any format. You can customize it however you want with any tickers and have it your way, basically. And then you'll have the results saved to your account each day, and then you can also send the email alerts. So I'm going to go back to flows. I'll show you one other one. So this one's a beast. So we're able to run all these different things. So we have total market cap for crypto, Bitcoin dominance, fear greed index, doing a deep dive into the trends and the RSI and the ATR for Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. So it takes this prompt, it runs everything. It's going to call probably 20 different tools and then create this email report at the end of it. So if I go back to my chats, I'll go to the crypto daily review, and we can just see what was created here. Let's go back up. So here's the prompt, here's all the things that we asked for, and then we can see all of the data that was pulled. So we got the crypto global stats, we have our Bitcoin dominance series, we have our fear greed index, the 50 and the 200-day moving average for top 3 cryptos. We're looking at the RSI for each one, pulled data for the Bollinger Bands, the ATR stop loss, the recent growth, volume, and then the ETH Bitcoin ratio, Sol Bitcoin ratio, Sol ETH, and then looking at the correlation between ETH and Bitcoin, Sol Bitcoin, and then pulling our risk profile for each one to see the volatility and the risk-adjusted returns. And then we go to the seasonality. And then we have our commitment to traders data, where we can see the commercial traders net position. And then it emails out the report and gives us a quick insight there. And then if we go to the email that was sent, it created this dashboard showing here's the data, here's a color-coded table with the core stats, looking at trend, RSI, returns, Bollinger Bands, volume, and then the ATR, and then some more key stats about the ratios, correlation, and everything else. And then giving us the key takeaways here at the bottom for each one, levels and triggers, educational use only, obviously. Okay, so then we go back here, and then I'm going to show you one more example of how I use this. So that's kind of just pulling a bunch of data for the tickers I'm interested in, sending me that report. One other way that I use this is to scan for trade setups. So let's say you're looking for specific conditions to be met for a trading signal to trigger. So in this case, I have my list of tickers, and then I say, let's get the 350 SMA and the Bollinger Bands for all of those. If any of them have a buy signal on the Bollinger Bands and are also above the 350 SMA, both, then send me an email report on those assets. If there are no setups, don't send an email. So this is conditional alerts. So if we go now to look at, go here, look at the setups. So setups found for Bollinger Bands and 350 SMA. Hi, I scanned your tickers for setups for Bollinger Bands show a buy signal and price above the 350A. The following qualified: Maine and Kroger. No other tickers met both criteria. Blue. So you can essentially scan for any conditions that you want to be met. So maybe you're looking for things that are oversold and in an uptrend, or maybe you're looking for the fear and greed index to bottom out while the 30 SMA is reclaimed or something like this. You're able to, in plain English, write out your conditions that you're looking for, and then it will use the tools and it will send you the alerts. So I'll show you now how to create a new flow if you don't have one. So you can just click plus, and then you can enter the flow name. So maybe I'll just say S&P 500 trend change. So then I say, get 200 SMA for SPY. If let's see. So there's one thing that I might actually do real quick is just show you. So if we say get 200 SMA for SPY, so there's a number in the stats that are returned that shows how many days it's been above or below. And to detect the trend change, you'll want to look at how many days it's been above. So you can see here in the pop-up window, it says streak is 93 days above. So what we're looking for is if the streak is less than 3, that means a trend change recently. If that happens, send me an email alert right away. If not, don't send an email. All right, so then just hit save. There you go. So now when we go back, you'll see S&P 500 trend change, and you now have your flow set up, and you'll start getting email reports immediately, and this will start saving into your account. So that's all it takes to set up a flow. So I'm basically building my flows out here and automating a lot of the research that I do, pulling in all that data automatically each morning so that I'm not having to manually prompt it. And then I can go to my saved chats, I can access each report here, and then I can get my email alerts as well.